Scorpio, what up, dope? Welcome to Swimming Through the Void. Sheesh. This will be a general message today for the sign of Scorpio, wherever that resonates at for you in your birth chart. Keep in mind, we all have an 8th house as part of our birth chart. Time and energy are fluid, so take what resonates here today and leave the rest for someone else. And always remember that these readings here on this channel are timeless. So whenever you stumble across this message, there will be something here for you. To help bring you clarity and confirmation, to help empower you, to help you align. Tapping into Scorpio's energy today, I use this Keepers of the Light Oracle deck along with this Illuminated Earth Oracle deck to help me catch a vibe as I'm connecting with the collective energy. Very interesting energy coming through for you, Scorpio. What I'm seeing here is, and feeling, it feels like you have almost like your guides, your angels and ancestors, or whoever your guides are, coming through very strongly on your behalf right now. I'm seeing these transits bring a lot of growth, evolution, ascension in at this time for Scorpio, and it feels like a very important, maybe like, I guess we could say, pivot point for Scorpio right now. You got this Lady Venus card, which is all about downloads and understanding. This is, crown chakra energy, right? High priestess type energy. It says truth is being revealed and deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral at this time. And this card here, this downloads and understanding, was followed by the Melchizedek card and the Mary Magdalene card as well. Melchizedek is all about this higher learning, right? These deep soul truths and this wisdom that's coming through from the divine to Scorpio at this time. Then also with the Mary Magdalene card, this is about, it says the teacher awakens. It says you have something important to share, so follow the inner call and do not let anything stop you. And so the message that's been coming through for every sign lately over the past few weeks has been this energy of like retreat, right? Where we're pulling off into it's kind of like a hermit type energy where we're going off into our own energy. We're slowing down just a little bit and creating some space, creating some stillness, some silence in order to, not only let this clearing happen as this deluge is taking place and the divine is coming through to wash these old energies away. We're at a time where we're truly, there's a lot of stuff arising from deep under the surface, these suppressed, forgotten, emotions and situations that are arising now with Chiron being in Aries right on top of the North Node. It's almost like any energies or blockages or situations that are blocking us or preventing us from becoming our highest, truest self and in alignment with our destiny are arising at this time in order for us to clear them, for us to integrate the wisdom gained, for us to understand on a deeper level what has taken place in our lives and why and where we're at and where we're going. So it's very much an in-between time at this time. The last card to come through from the Keepers of the Light, White Eagle Ancestor Spirit, it says connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. This has been another message coming through for everybody lately, myself included. So And you can work with the ancestors or your lineage in any way that you'd like, but something like maybe setting up a little altar space at this time and connecting, leaving, a glass of water, a candle, an incense, some type of offering, some type of food or sweets that the ancestors liked or would appreciate, even offering some tobacco, things like that right now can be very beneficial. And I'm not saying to go out and do ancestor work. If that's not your thing, that's fine as well. But why I'm even saying this in the first place is because with this Chiron in Aries right now, I feel this is bringing up deep familial, generational, ancestral stuff, things that we've been dealing with through generations of the bloodline that we're incarnated into right now, or even things that we ourselves as separate awarenesses have been dealing with for many lifetimes. So this is really deep shit, and it really is a major milestone for all of us at this time. If you're here on this earth at this time as Pluto went into Aquarius, you're here for the real deal. You're truly evolving, you are ascending, and we're each going at our own pace, and we're all at a different point in that journey. But the planets, the divine, right, the universe is really aligning in our favor at this time in order to bring this growth. For some, this growth may come through some type of friction or even an explosion of some sort or some type of combustion, right? This release or this friction that we're facing. But ultimately, it's this time right now that's burning away what's not necessary and helping us to align multiverse to this new timeline, on a higher timeline, right? So definitely working through some shadows right now. If you are, Spirit says, be still and know, patience, right? This is deep stuff. It does take time, but the whole divine, the whole cosmos has got our back at this time. Not only our ancestors, but our angels, our guides, the planets, right? Everything's happening for us at this time. So let's get it, family. I'm gonna pray real quick. Feel free to join me, and then we will dive into this energy. I love seeing that Six of Swords on the bottom of the tarot deck when we pick it up, though. This is the worst of it's over, Scorpio. Let's go. We're being guided. The divine is rowing that boat or pulling that chariot across the finish line where we will claim our victory. Holy divine mother and father, great spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors, messages today for Scorpio for their highest good. Anything Scorpio needs to hear today or know, any messages that will bring them clarity and confirmation, any messages that will empower Scorpio, any messages that will bring healing, wisdom, understanding, any messages that will help Scorpio align with their highest selves, their highest timelines, their best lives, and of course, above all, any messages that will help Scorpio align with divine will be greatly appreciated. All praise and glory forever and ever. Om, amen, ashe. Pick up the double major deck here. We have the Sun chilling on the bottom, then Judgment wanting to jump out. You guys, Six of Swords on the bottom of the tarot deck. This is beautiful, beautiful energy, and I do believe Cancer had the Sun in their reading as well. For those of you with heavy or prominent Cancer or fourth house placements, feel free to check that message out as well. This is feeling aligned with that energy and the whole collective energy, to be honest. But there's something here in your message, Scorpio, where we're very close to aligning with our purpose, where you're either teaching, you're healing, you're stepping up, you're accepting your true role in this cosmic play, this cosmic drama. Spirit, what's the theme of Scorpio's message today? There was something else I wanted to say as well. Following that white rabbit. Okay, some of you are also being guided into new relationships at this time. For a lot of you, this is like soul tribe relationships, but I'm actually just noticing on this accomplishment card, right? He's doing these acrobatics. He's, playing his role in this circus, following this white rabbit. And I'm noticing in his hand, he actually has the Two of Hearts, which is Two of Cups, right? It's love. It's following this white rabbit into love within yourself, without. Wheel of Fortune and Justice, alignment with destiny. So what is the theme of Scorpio's message today, you guys? This is a big one. What's the theme of the message today, please, Spirit? Sun. Judgment. You guys, how crazy. How crazy. We picked it up. The Sun was on the bottom. I start shuffling. Judgment flies out. Spirit's like, did I stutter? Did I stutter? The theme of today's reading is release and you shall receive, you guys. This is karmic balance coming to fruition. This is truly a clearing and washing away of anything. So it's like a clean slate. We're at zero, right? We're no longer in any energetic debt. we have spent the first, however old we are, right, part of our lives, these cycles, learning these lessons, balancing our energy and our karma, right? And this is the point where it's like we're now stepping from our karmic path to our dharmic path. Bottom of the Keepers of the Light as well, we have Serapis Bay, Ascension. Move into your true self, rise above the darkness. The light, delight is here. Libra energy on the bottom with Justice. So let's dive into this message. What do we have at the heart of Scorpio's situation right now, you guys? It feels like a major karmic balancing, though, and a huge timeline jump into what feels like a much better timeline, moving from a much wiser, a much higher state of consciousness here with a much deeper understanding, and Scorpio even becoming a beacon of light for others who are lost in the storms that you've made it through successfully. So what is going on with Scorpio? What do we have at the heart of Scorpio's situation? Fighting that good fight. Is this Star, you guys? Queen of Pentacles. We're aligning with our abundance at this time. Sun again, 5 of Wands. Scorpio, you're fighting for your place, your rightful place on top in bliss. Empress, Sun, Queen of Pents, Star. So we have 2 luminaries up here. We have the Sun and the Star, bringing so much light to Scorpio's reading. And so with all this light as well, it's only right that the shadows are arising, right? The light comes out and dispels all of that. So this is really about you gaining a deeper understanding, climbing that ladder and making the decisions and building the life that's going to nourish your soul, right? This is a deeply healing message. Feels like your vibration, your frequency, Scorpio, is completely shifting into this energy of overflow. Queen of Pents, Empress, to me, some of the most abundant energy you could have, and definitely a beautiful combination to see at the heart of your situation, especially with the Star, where it's like, this is what we're aligning with, this is what we're focused on, this is what we are creating, this is us climbing that ladder to get to our wish fulfillment. So what energies are crossing Scorpio right now? Please, Spirit, what's the challenge for Scorpio? Aquarius and Leo, so we have that axis as well. Moving into eclipse season. It seems to be pretty chaotic for Scorpio right now. There's a lot going on around you. The challenge seems to be holding your ground and fighting for what you believe in right now. It's like drawing that line in the sand and saying, these cards are very similar. So there is some element of chaos or strife or competition here. But with the 5 of Wands coming out in the heart of your situation, we see this strife, we see this chaos, or we see this fight, right? The challenge coming through as the 7 of Wands, this is like Spirit wanting you to know, you actually have the upper ground, regardless of all of the BS and anything going on around you right now. Scorpio, you have the upper ground. This is Mars and Leo energy. This is really about fighting for what you believe in, fighting for, moving toward where your heart is pulling you. This is, again, drawing that line in the sand and holding your ground, because you know that this is a new opportunity, because you know that this shift is happening, and you're going to do what you need to do, Scorpio, to align with your best timeline. What else is Scorpio facing right now? Yeah. Some of you are just having to take your power back. Some of you are surrounded by toxic people, toxic family members, toxic relationships, toxic work environments, and you're really having to, it's never easy. We just want things to be peaceful and coherent and smooth. The Queen of Swords doesn't care about none of that. The Queen of Swords cares about what is truth, right? Not about how you feel about her truth, or how they feel about her truth, or or about how we ourselves feel about what is, right? You just say, look, now is the time when I make the decisions that are best for me, when I speak my voice, when I act from this place of intuition rather than of fear. I act from this place of truth, courage, power rather than of lack, right? So we have Scorpio kind of stepping into your power by speaking your voice, by also opening yourself up to receiving these downloads coming through from your angels, from your ancestors, from the divine, from the beyond at this time. So it seems as if Scorpio is also, you're wrapping up a dynamic of how relationships played out. That is very general, right? Because we all have different shit within relationships. For some people, it's like I said, a family dynamic that you're healing and you're breaking away from. For others, it's like these relationships, these repeating patterns and things of that nature. So it really feels like moving up to the next level of your spiritual journey. And any of this, always remember, as within, so without. So it's important to be mindful of our external circumstances and try to look into what we can see inside and where that would be stemming from, and what is that, you know? These situations that are playing out outside of me, how does that correlate with what's going on inside of me? And we can't really even do that until we create that space, that distance, that awareness, right? That we have to have a certain level of awareness. And that's kind of what this feels like. You're becoming more aware. You're rising to a higher level of consciousness. Ending out this cycle. Okay. So what do we have incoming? Moon. I just saw the moon twice. Moon popped up here somewhere right there. And then as I was moving the Illuminated Earth Oracle deck, I picked it up and the only card left on the table was the moon here. So there's something about, that's the energy of the mother, right? It's intuition. It is phases and cycles. For Scorpio, what I feel intuitively is that this shadow period coming to a close, working through these inner shadows at this time, which is manifesting externally as well, but this is the real work. This is Scorpio really doing the work. So let's see what we can expect as we move forward. Let's check out the incoming energy for Scorpio. Six of Swords, baby. That's what Eight of Wands. Let's go. Another one fell out. It's on the Death, Eight of Wands, Six of Swords. We are moving on. We are moving forward. Taking our power by Death. That's your energy, but it's an ending, right? With every ending, there's a new beginning, and you are crossing that threshold, Scorpio. Sacred Clown, which is the Fool. Some of you may relate with the energy of the Heyoka empath as well. The Sacred Clown, right? This is the Fool in this tarot deck. The ending, the beginning. This is Aries energy. It's brand new. It's fresh. There's a certain level of trust and wonder that comes with this. It's like, I trust the divine. I know that all I need to do is just be here with the flow, with the moment, and the divine will get me around any traps, any obstacles. And I'm also going to receive assistance collecting these diamonds in the rough. See the advice, because Scorpio's definitely moving forward. You're definitely moving on. What's the advice for Scorpio? boldly. This is about boldly following your intuition here, Scorpio. This is about betting on yourself, taking the leap. We're not overthinking shit here. Spirit truly has your back at this time, Scorpio, and the message here is not to overthink. You lack nothing. Do not confuse your readiness with your preparation and vice versa. Spirit is saying that you are ready. That is why we're guiding you in this way. Do not stress. Do not hold yourself back. Do not talk yourself out of it. This is about you feel it intuitively. You are acting, and this guidance is leading you toward your legacy. And this is waking up fulfilled. 10 of Cups. I have everything I need. I have everything I want, really. Whatever that looks like for you. Any other advice for Scorpio at this time? This is releasing your ideas, releasing the past, releasing any thoughts on the way it should be or it should turn. Spirit got you so hard right now, Scorp. What's the advice for Scorpio? Judgment. Yup. It's judgment, you guys. 6 of Wands. Release to receive. Starman. Where attention goes, energy flows. Spirit is saying nothing exists except this moment. How do we get to our 10 of Cups? We focus on that. We know that it's within us. We know that timeline exists right now here in this moment because, linear time does not exist. So how do we hold that frequency in order to shift and align with that timeline? You're going to do it. Scorpio, I see mad victory through your entire reading. Success, victory, shining, letting your light shine, getting the recognition you deserve. Some of you are hesitant on putting yourself out there. Spirit's really urging the collective to jump, to take the leap. And there will be a victory. Don't let fear stop you either, Scorpio. Let's grab some oracle cards. Sun, judgment, all through this thing. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I'm going to clear some of these real quick. Actually, we're going to read this Lady Venus real quick before we dive into the other. Hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, and having senses that beings are visiting you in your sleep are all signs that you are receiving quote-unquote downloads from heaven. Whenever this is happening, spend some time in contemplation so that you can ask the universe what you really need to know. This card also represents downloads of information being received by your mind. Know that the universe sees you as capable of holding this soul-centered information that will help you and others reach new levels of understanding. Beautiful. That's so crazy because something so similar I think channeled through in the beginning of your reading where I just see you as this orange tree and everybody around you not only shaded by the tree but also the oranges, right? They feed us, they nourish us, they protect us. And so it's like the fruit that you bear will nourish others as well. Two, three, four, five. 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3. 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2. Some of you may be seeing those synchronicities. What's the message for Scorpio? Magician's sword, baby. Magician's sword, baby. 37, another 10. Boom. Okay. When the magician's sword appears, you're called to cut the cords that bind you to your old thought forms and beliefs, or to friends who are not true. With the power of the magician's sword, nothing can stop you, hurt you, or turn you away from the beauty you seek or the goal you desire with all of your heart. The sword is a tool, not a weapon, so make sure you wield it wisely and for the greater good. Find the stuck places where you are kept tethered to a toxic person, a particular location, or a faulty thought or belief, and let the blade do its magic. You have a large endowment of magic available to you when you believe in miracles, but do not look at the heavens to grant you a wish. Look within. Use the magician's sword to cut through limiting beliefs, and remember that all beliefs are limiting, and focus your intention in order to create what you wish. You have all of the tools you need for the task at hand. You need only muster the wherewithal to deploy the resources you have. When the magician's sword appears, it's time to get moving. This is not a tool for contemplation, for gazing at the finely polished edge. It's an instrument calling for decisive action. And remember, the sword is alive with a wisdom you can summon to help you find the best course of action. Do not hesitate. Act. Y'all, we had the magician come through twice, I think, with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands, and I feel like that card that we just read kind of sums that up perfectly. Ace of Swords, right? You're gaining this understanding, this truth. Let that blade work its magic and go for it. That's the Shaman's Dream Oracle and Guidebook. Now we're going to grab a message from the White Light Oracle and the White Light Guidebook by Elena Fairchild. And then before we tap out, we'll grab a message from the Divine Mother, see what she wants to add to this reading. Grabbing a card from this Kali Oracle, this pocket-sized Kali Oracle, rather. There she is. You can have what you truly want. Such knowledge helps soften and release fear, grasping, control, and doubt. Have confidence that the universe hears your prayers and is even now leading you toward that which you seek. You can take sanctuary within your spiritual connection whenever you need stabilization and protection against the fluctuations of the external world. No matter what is happening around you, there's a way through to the fulfillment of your potential. 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands. It says, Busunda. This is the ivory wish-fulfilling crow, by the way. It says Busunda is the mysterious Hindu sage who assumes the form of a crow and lives atop the magical wish-fulfilling tree, thriving whether there be feast or famine in the world. As a highly evolved supernatural being, he's outlived the ending of numerous world ages. No calamity or cataclysm can shake the powerful divine tree or the creatures who live within its shelter. The sacred tree is a place of sanctuary and protection. Just speaking about a tree, and I have no idea why I see collective as an orange tree right now. There's got to be some deeper significance to that. Feel free to drop it down in the comments, you guys. Spirit's coming through deep in your reading today. And now we're talking about the tree, the protection of being in this tree again. Maybe even for some of you, you've been connecting with trees, or for some of you, if you feel guided, definitely go kick it with a tree. Go sit out, go find a tree that's calling you intuitively. Sit under that thing, take your shoes and socks off, ground down, and just sit, just be, talk to it telepathically. What up, beautiful tree? How you doing, homie? Or however you kind of feel guided to do that. It says the wish-fulfilling tree is a spiritual symbol for the soul, the heart, and the divine bodhisattvas, or enlightened sages who guide and protect humanity. It represents a high level of consciousness which is abundant and in harmony with the universe, and therefore blissful, free, and generous. This oracle reminds you that as you align with spirit, you're aligning with the powerful field of grace, which has protective and strengthening qualities. It is a spiritual tonic with effect in all dimensions and all realms of existence. The price for such sacred empowerment is the surrender of one's ego, This is a lifelong journey for most of us, rather than a one-time event. We recondition our mind in the ways of spirit again and again. We disentangle our hearts from societal conditioning based in fear, dominance, greed, victimization, of getting one's personal desires met at any cost. We recognize there's a profound difference between taking and receiving. We trust in what is destined for us. Stories abound in the Hindu tradition of various wish-fulfilling manifestations, from goddesses to trees to cows and gems. When someone sought to possess the wish-fulfilling treasure for their own personal use, they would always be thwarted by the higher spiritual intelligence of love, which cannot be controlled or manipulated but remains as it is, pure and generously giving all that is needed to the receptive heart. Ivory is an organic material like bone, which makes up the tusks and teeth of numerous animals of land and sea. Tusks are used to brush away vegetation and obstacles to help an animal move through its environment. Therefore, one metaphysical correspondence of ivory is the ability to move through and even inhospitable environments successfully. The message of the ivory wish-fulfilling crow is that one does not have to dominate or manipulate others to attain success. It is enough to align with spirit and trust your sacred inner work is sufficient to attract whatever is needed to manifest your higher purpose. You can attain what you seek by becoming and radiating rather than through contriving or manipulating. Basunda teaches us that when the cosmic fire of transformation becomes too intense, we can focus upon the sacred waters. When the winds of change blow ferociously, we focus upon the mountain. When the waters become such that we fear becoming submerged, it's best to focus upon the movement of the air. He is describing the way of responsiveness and balance. You can recognize what is happening and adjust your sails to suit the winds rather than trying to change the ways of nature. This oracle guides you to trust that you will reach your destination, even when there's forces beyond your control. You don't need to be more powerful than oppressive forces to overcome them. In connection with your heart temple of spirit, you'll be empowered to proceed on your path with abundance, wisdom, and joy. So there's a short healing process connected to this message that I'm going to run through really quick for those of you that wish to connect with it. And I just want to take a second to thank all of my Scorpio brothers and sisters and everything in between for being here. Beautiful spirits, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for all of the love and support you show this channel. I just hope you're able to take something from these messages that is of benefit to you along your journey. So it says, rest and relax for a few moments, becoming present. Notice your breath flowing in and out. Allow your awareness to move within and let go of attachments to the outer world for just a time. Imagine, see, feel, or pretend that as you relax and become softly focused on your breathing, you enter into a luminous in-between world of healing, grace, and beauty. You see, sense, or feel the loving presence of a divine tree of light. It is bustling with life. It is strong, ancient, protective, and beautiful. It houses various divine creatures of light, including a wise old ivory crow sitting peacefully at the top of the divine tree. Your feathered friend may watch you or caw at you. This realm is timeless, luminous, and eternal. You understand that no matter what happens, it will always be there, just as beautiful and sacred as it is now. This knowledge makes you happy. Then imagine, see, feel, or intend that your soul is receiving an infusion of light from that eternal realm. You may feel a nourishing and euphoric oneness with this beautiful realm. Let yourself soak into that experience for as long as feels good. When you're ready, ground yourself by becoming aware of the sensations on your skin and the flow of your breath in and out. Know that your soul's always able to connect with that eternal light within. Hydrate yourself and allow your body some movement. 2. You have then completed this healing process. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The meditation before the readings today as well was so different than usual into where instead of going into meditation and receiving downloads today for the water signs of the collective, I was brought into presence, which is our true self, untouched by the past, by the future, fully in the present moment, which is that tree. So I feel like also there is a collective migration, I guess you could say, into a deeper state of presence happening at this time as well. Or we are being called into presence at this time. Not trying to force anything, not trying to move anything this way or that way or squeeze through or anything, right? Just to be and to trust. To rest in what is always eternally unchanging. Divine Mother, what's the message for Scorpio, please? A predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the paths of people with whom you have soul contracts in this lifetime. Trust in the doors that close just as much as the doors that open for you as a result. So there we see, and I'm pretty sure I channeled that earlier in your message, where I'm seeing collective connecting with new soul tribe members, and doors are closing, doors are opening. So trust that as well. Shodashi, this is it right here. This is the deluge, right? It says Shodashi cleanses the soul from past hurts. Her presence indicates recovery and a reclaiming of dignity after experiences of being judged, betrayed, or criticized. If your innate being has been put down in any way, or if there has been bullying or nastiness directed toward you, Shodashi brings healing and renewal so you can rise above and lay claim to your innate beauty and worth. And that's exactly what I see collective doing now. Scorpio gang, y'all are really there. It's really that time. So let's get it. Again, I want to thank you all so much for being in this space with me, with us. Love and appreciate y'all more than words. Before we tap out fully, y'all already know what time it is. We're going to take our deep cleansing breath. We're going to use our will, our intention, our visualization, imagination to draw in this divine cosmic energy. Picture it as white or gold light filling up your body, filling up your aura. Pause, hold the breath at the top, squeeze Mula Bandha, raise that energy up your spine, and then as we release, we're going to exhale very forcefully, like we're filling up one of those little water balloons. I don't know if any of you have ever tried that. That's just the analogy I like to use, because if you've ever tried, you have to kind of like purse your lips up and blow really hard. That's kind of the vibe here with this breath. So we're going to exhale very forcefully, watching any negativity, any doubt, anxiety, fear, anger, resentment, trauma, blockages, lower frequencies. We're going to picture all of that in the form of black or gray smoke or static leaving us, so the divine can help us transmute that. So first things first, Scorpio gang, take a deep, full breath out. Completely empty your lungs, and then use your will to draw that prana in to refresh, recharge, reinvigorate. So first things first, take that breath out. Empty your lungs fully, and we'll get this breath in. Breathe in. Hold it. Squeeze Mula Bandha. Lift that energy up your spine. Now pull it down. Lock it into your heart space. Watch yourself glowing brighter and brighter. And release. A green star, maybe. I have no idea where this thing came from, family, but there's a green star down here. Maybe that has some significance. Looks like spirit dropping little clues and hints in our realities at this time. Scorpio, I hope this message helped. I hope it resonated. I hope it found you well and in great spirits, family. I hope y'all have a blessed rest of your day and the sun shining like it is here in the D. And I will catch you beautiful beings on the next reading.